Alright guys, welcome to day 2 of posting for 30 days on YouTube challenge. Today's story is gonna be one that I experienced literally 4 hours ago. The way I woke up is very different than the way I am now. And the reason is, this story has taught me another lesson which I've already known, but I'm gonna share this story with you, and this story is gonna teach you guys about valuing yourselves in business, valuing your offer, and making sure you don't degrade yourself or your offer, because if you do that, you will lose money, you will lose respect, and if you lose respect, you will not be able to make the money that you should be making. So let's get into it. In Australia, I am currently offloading all my stock. So I basically centralized my warehousing, and I'm able to do that to service my clients in Europe better, in Asia and the Pacific Islands. And having an Australian warehouse is too much of a headache logistically, and the Australian market for me is not a market I particularly enjoy dealing with anymore in the field of supplements, right? So what has happened? I've had to put out an offer for selling this amount of stock, and this amount of stock, it's not a significant amount of stock. There's probably about $15,000 worth, right? And what I did is I approached multiple clients, and the reason I approached multiple clients is because when you put your eggs in one basket, you're basically riding on this person's offer. What he says is going to be the level where you operate at, and that's very dangerous when you do business and you start to have B2B style deals. And it's very good that I did this, because one of my most keen offers was a very interesting one. He placed a counter offer which was, at the time, which was yesterday night, very different from the rest. It was intriguing, perked my ears up, and in some ways it would have solved a problem for me which I wasn't even interested in solving, but existed. So this particular client, basically, he's like, listen, Volko, you're moving out of Australia. You're not interested in Australia. And this was yesterday night. Why don't I take over distribution for you of 13 lives? Why don't I handle 13 lives? I'll look after it for you. I'll build a brand here. He's got a brand of his own. He's interested in increasing his range. I'm like, all right, let's explore it. Here's the stock I have on hand. I sent him an email. This morning, he's like, oh, Volko, I also need your email database list so I can sell this stock to your clients. I'm like, first of all, my database was not part of the negotiations. Second of all, I'm selling you stock at a clearance, so you're going to be tripling your money plus gifts. So you're going to be tripling your money plus giving the consumers a free gift to make you look like a rock star. And you are now asking for my customer base just so you can sell. I'm like, it doesn't give me a lot of confidence in you being a distributor if you need so much just to get a sale across. For me, it's a no. It's a no thank you. He's like, well, why? But I'm just trying to get the stuff sold. I'm like, I understand that, but you already have price on your side, you have gifts on your side, and you supposedly have a distribution network on your side. How is it that you can't survive without that? Furthermore, my database is probably worth about $35,000. So that was not part of the deal. There was no negotiation surrounding that. It's a very quick and easy way to slip things in. And like, when you have customers like this is what they call taking the piss customer. There's a whole video I did about that and how to deal with customers in my links down below. You can check that out. But when you have customers that take the piss, you stop dealing with them. The good thing is, out of the 6-7 customers that I started approaching, 3 of them got back to me. 1 of them came back with a much better offer, and he was only down the road. So saving on shipping, saving on time, and he paid up front. So I'm like, you know what, 100%, let's go to this guy. Stock got dropped off today, payments done, everyone's happy, right? But this is a very important lesson for young entrepreneurs, anyone doing business to business. Never let yourself be found in a situation where all your eggs in one basket. That is including if you're a distributor that is selling someone else's brand. Never have one brand. That is a terrible idea unless you own the IP. Or if you're selling to an account, to a store, never let one big account dictate terms. The second that happens, you are no longer your own business. You work for someone else with extra taxes and extra headaches. You don't want that. Always have options. I want you guys to remember this. There is always a way forward. There's always a way out. There are always customers to sell to. You just have to find where they are, who they are. Things like YouTube, building a brand presence, getting your name out there is a great way for people to be aware of you. When people are aware of you, you have more options to sell, you have more people to sell to, you have less people that can dictate to you. When you have people that can't dictate to you, that is when you own a business. That is when you're truly free. No one's telling you how to run your business, what you have to sell for. That's when you run your own show. So to anyone listening to this, here are some of the key tips. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. Make sure you never get dictated to. Do not devalue yourself, your offer, or your ethics. When you don't do these things, you're going to run a successful business in the long run. Now, I have personally not followed all these rules in my earlier years. This is something I wish that I taught myself when I was younger, and I would have been probably far more successful than I am now. And I hope you guys take that information, put it in your pockets, and use it. Do not let yourself devalue yourself. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I want to hear a story from you. Have you already done that? Have you devalued yourself? What's the backstory? Why did you do it? Was there a way out of it but you didn't consider? I want to know it all. Let us know down below. Let's see if we can work out what you should have done differently. If you guys enjoyed this, there is a subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button, and I will see you tomorrow, guys, on the very next one.